is a moon and has a dark side which he never shows to anybody. He was not only declined, but the new character entered in our lives. Who changed everything, our lives, us, everything. Few days passed working. I and Yeonjun came closer, sharing a friendly bond, but somewhere Jungkook was bothered with that and told me to keep distance from him. He wasn't showing it though, but until one day. And all the shields, all the barriers you both were trying to build all through last month exploded with each stroke of his tongue in you. The all-consuming passion, the longing, the hunger, all of it expressed. It was too sudden to be believed. You kissed him back, holding his face. The kiss began to get more heated as he grabbed your waist and pulled you in more closer. You both stayed like this for a while. When he pulled you away, you both were red and breathing heavily. He kissed you without warning, without permission, without even deciding to do it first, but simply because he couldn't do anything else. He needed that breath you were holding. It belonged to him and he wanted it back. You were there on your bed in the morning, your eyes closed still, and felt him move closer. You felt the warmth of his chest against you, the gentle touch of his hand on your cheek. His lips were soft against you as he kissed you. You opened your eyes to find him inches away from you. You smiled and whispered in sleepy voice, You just smiled at him shyly, turning to get out of bed, rubbing your eyes. You once again turned to look but found him looking at you, and you quickly got up gasping. You didn't realize how fast time flew away, how fast the year passed, what you were earlier and what you both were now. You both were happy together now. Though you went through arguments, fights, smiles, tears, and up and downs, things said out of anger, attitudes, and jealousy, but at the end of the day, you truly loved each other. You stick around through the good and bad. You were so in love with each other. Not just he meant that he loves you, but he showed it too. You were sitting on your couch reading a book while Jungkook was preparing dinner. You were all lost and he was looking at you smiling. Jungkook was done cooking as he called your name to have dinner with him. You both had dinner. Later, after you both went on couch again, you were laying on his chest, listening to his heartbeat. His one hand holding you tight and the other stroking your hair, your body pressed to his. He kissed your hair, you felt his warmth, and felt safe in his embrace. It was comforting and the feeling was indescribable. It was just what you needed, but somewhere, you were still eager to know why he was like that. You wanted answers for the questions you had in your mind about him. You were comfortable with him, but still there was something bothering you. Days passed after I again forget about the nightmare, that worst nightmare I have ever had. You were in your cabin checking on some papers when you thought to ask Jungkook first before sending it to the clients. You went to his cabin, you raised your hand to knock on the door, but it was slightly opened. You peeked through it and found Mr. Choi was in. Talking to Jungkook, you could only hear his last words before leaving. In the evening, you both went to his friend who was a tattoo artist. Both of you got the tattoos on your hands, the date you both first met. On the way to your home, you both went to a cafe, entered inside. You both took your seats. You left from there, you were alone. Some guys sitting at the distance were looking at you. You just ignored them, but Jungkook noticed them looking at you. He came to you. You both laughed. He intertwined his fingers with yours, kissing the back of your hand. You left to his place after your coffee date as he had some work left in the office. You came home and went up to his room, changed yourself after taking a shower, and then came back to the kitchen for cooking dinner. You were almost done and was putting food in the plate when he arrived. You didn't notice him but found his muscular arms hugging you from behind and resting his chin on your shoulder. You smiled knowing who hugged you. He slowly whispered in your ear. having love for each other, the connection we had, it seemed like no one can tear us apart, no matter what. We're gonna stay like this by each other's side forever. Everything was perfect. Until I entered in his dark world. Until I realized he was the main character of the story, whom every reader falls in love with. Until I met his different side. Until my nightmare came true. Just like the moon, half of her heart will always love the dark.